They say desperate times call for desperate measures, and for many Americans, these are indeed desperate times, which might explain why so many people have been taken in by the man you're about to meet. With prices edging up again at the gas pump, some cash-strapped Americans are the perfect customers for a device that he says might offer energy independence.
We believe we will be able to get 100 miles per gallon in just about any car on the road, even SUVs. How important is that to America?
If true, very important. For years, people have been looking to innovations like hybrid, even electric cars as a way to lower dependence on foreign oil. Scientists say the hydrogen-powered car is a legitimate dream. But this man says he may have the answer now. His name is Dennis Lee, and he says his device, called HAFC, the Hydrogen Assist Fuel Cell, is nothing short of revolutionary.
The HAFC alone can increase fuel economy by more than 50%, and in many cases it has proven to even more than double your gas mileage.
That's because he says your car will run not only on gas, but on water, which the device will convert to hydrogen fuel. And there are plenty of people out there who can use some help at the gas pump.
Are there any people in America that are unemployed at this particular moment in time?
The device itself retails for about $1,000, not including installation. But Lee says you can make real money by buying a dealership and selling the devices to thousands of eager customers. The price, $300,000. But you better act now.
At the end of 7 days, if you haven't made any decision, it's like $350,000 at that time.
In fact, many of the people in this room have signed on and bought dealerships themselves.
Because the cash flow is going to be incredible, isn't it?
But Lee does admit his devices do not always work and says there is a money-back guarantee.
It's very, 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 very rare that anyone does not get the 50% increase in mileage when it is properly installed and properly tuned.
So how well does the device work? What better way to find out than to buy a car and have one installed and tested? For sales and installation in the Northeast, we were steered by a dealer to a man named Sam Burlum. With hidden cameras rolling, our producer went to visit Sam Burlum at his New Jersey garage.
Pleasure. Sir.
Sam told us about his and his colleagues' credentials.
Mark and myself were installers, trainers, tuners, and we're also head of the HAFC Research and Development.
Sam told us he was under contract to Dennis Lee and would soon be moving to a bigger garage. While we were there, we met some other customers.
It's upcoming technology. I believe in it.
These people have paid Sam about $2,000 to have this device installed. This man from New Hampshire wanted one in his truck so he could start his own dealership and prove to others it works.
I wanted to be able to show them,
right?
You know, like this is what the kit is. This is what it did for me. You know, it's not a joke.
On the garage wall, Sam's documentation of increases in fuel economy in different model cars he's worked on.
Toyota Camry, 38 miles before, 68 now.
Outside, Sam the installer reminds us what makes the devices so valuable.
If you're helping the environment, because the pollution goes way down, you don't have any. Now you're lessening your dependency on foreign oils, so you don't have war.
And he says giving the little guy like himself more control over his own destiny is what it's all about.
And you're taking the guy that was here that's making it all work on a day-to-day basis and saying you're important, now you have a say, without actually picking up a gun. Now how monumental that is?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
In fact, it sounded hard to resist. Sam said the car that gets the best gas mileage with the device is the Honda Accord. So we bought one. We also asked Mike Allen, senior automotive editor for Popular Mechanics, to make sure the car was in good condition. He said our Honda was running fine, and he also said this type of hydrogen device wasn't the first one he's seen.
I've tested dozens of these devices.
And have you ever found one that significantly increased gas mileage?
Never.
Still, we wanted to give Lee's device a fair chance. But first, we needed to document what kind of mileage our Honda was actually getting. So we hired a government-approved company, Compliance and Research Services, to put our car through the same tests the Environmental Protection Agency performs before car companies put those mileage stickers on new cars.
We're going to emissions test this vehicle for highway fuel economy and city emissions.
General Manager Robert DePalma and his team put our Honda through 3 identical road tests. What kind of mileage was our car getting?
The average of the highway fuel economy test gave us 34.49 miles per gallon. The city cycle gave us 24.02 miles per gallon.
But we also wanted to know about the car's emissions.
Based on these results, this car would pass a federal emissions test.
Now it was time to take our car to Sam's garage and have the device installed. 9 days later, we returned to pick it up. After what he says is a scientific road test, Sam had some incredible news about our Honda's gas mileage.
96 miles a gallon. 96 miles a gallon. Wow. And now we got caught in a little bit of traffic, too.
A Honda that an EPA-approved lab says got between 24 and 34 miles to the gallon was now supposedly getting almost 100. We paid Sam $1,900 for the device and installation. There was a discount for cash. Then, to back up his amazing results, Sam took us for the same test drive he said he'd conducted earlier in the day. Along the way, Sam told us he did some other things to our car, like putting additives in the fuel, the oil, and adjusting the car's computer.
Yeah, we reset the memory.
You reset the memory?
On the computer to adapt to allow our settings to be sneaked into the computer.
Oh, I see.
At the end of this road test, Sam said our mileage wasn't quite what he originally thought.
57.77.
Sam told us the drop in gas mileage was probably due to the extra weight of 4 people in the car. Still, even 57.7 miles to the gallon would be great. Could it be true?
What did we get for our $1,904?